Well, it's that time of year again. It's the Christmas season, and we here at Logos Christian Fellowship have been so blessed to get started in 2024, and we're so excited to see what 2025 has in store for us. We've been studying the Gospel of John, and I want to take the time to look at what the Gospel of John has to say about Christmas. When we think about Christmas, we often think about Matthew and Luke, the travel to Bethlehem, the baby in the manger, the visit of the wise men. While these are very important and amazing stories about Christmas, I want to see what John has to say about the Christmas season. See, Christmas is not about Santa Claus or presents under the tree. It's about the Word become flesh. It's about God coming as a man so he can live in our place and die in our place. We know that Jesus would live his life perfectly to make the ultimate sacrifice on the cross of Calvary, that he would die in our place to save us from our sin. But there's an initial sacrifice that I think goes unnoticed. The initial sacrifice that Jesus made to become a man. As Philippians 2 says, Jesus existed eternally in the form of God, but he did not hold that above his humility and his love for us. So he emptied himself. He became a man. And John echoes this beautifully. John goes on in his prologue to talk about the Word, who is in the beginning with God, and yet is God. This Word we know, of course, is Jesus, eternal, uncreated, God the Almighty. But in verse 14 of chapter 1, John says this, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have beheld his glory, glory as the only begotten from the Father, full of grace and truth." Verse 18 says, "No one has seen God at any time. The only begotten God, who's in the bosom of the Father, he has explained him." See, Jesus became man. It's so glorious, I want to repeat it multiple times over, but really think about that. The eternal, uncreated, glorious God became a man for us to demonstrate his grace, his love. For God so loved the world that he sent his one and only Son. And the Son was Jesus. And Jesus became man. The Word became flesh. So in this Christmas season, I want us to think about and reflect on the person of Jesus Christ and the great sacrifice that he made at Christmas to come as a man, to be in our place, and ultimately be our sacrifice. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope that you take the time to reflect on these things. God bless.